From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed it went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Now it's Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
What? 190. 36 power. Start.
They go play action with Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Giants at 5-8, 3 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
What? 280. Alert, 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 alert. Tighten up, tighten up. Go, 14. Start.
Now Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
380.
Wilson will throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. 70, Timber Wolf. Let go.
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Daniels from the gun on third down. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave it a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. 6, practice 6.
Working out of the gun. Daniels flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Come on. 18. Trap 60.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Throwing now is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
60 bikes.
Daniels looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. After 1, 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Tracy.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keeping the short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tracy trying the right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Right back to Tracy. And he's got it across the midfield, striping into Washington territory. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
380!
A rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
I I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Green 80! Foot left, foot left!
Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tracy, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. Touchdown, Giants! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. The extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier in the year with the Commanders picking up the win at Northwest Stadium. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife.
18 Cardinal. 70.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 7.
70 Rangers. Ready? 70, Mustang 19. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Here's Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Go. Fair.
Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Ready?
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And shutting him off the open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now here's Samuel on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a give running left is Eckler. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 47 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Now Daniels. Rolling to his right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Wilson has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One of my own teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Again, Wilson. This one is Slayton over the middle. This is a pretty significant moment, a pretty cool moment. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards, and we might as well go ahead and measure for the gold jacket.
Make sure you measure it right, too. Make sure it fits perfectly when he walks out there for that ceremony. 50,000 yards in the NFL. Wow. Longevity, talent, a little bit of luck along the way, and a whole lot of people helping him get it done.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. yards, first down.
Part of the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find the target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Complete. That's Johnson. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Tracy. It is going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down and 1.
Friday.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Wilson going to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Commanders 21, Giants 16.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1 play and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a 1-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels finding Ertz again. Down inside the 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Zach Ertz with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Cut. Go 14. 380. Cut.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Flush to his right. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here hope that maybe this home atmosphere will carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
14. 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Giants 23.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Daniels looking to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Daniels. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. Cowboy 80. Ready?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
It's over the middle. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go now.
To throw is Daniels. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Giants 23.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And that one to the right side and incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Commanders, their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, no treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
First time I done got wild in a long time. We here to have a good time, not a long time. Prime time, feeling like Dion in the boy down, get my mind right. Oh, hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud. I take the first, you keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mine, it's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud. Get loud. So get loud. So get loud. Get loud. So get loud. You spin my head right round when you go down,
You spin my head right around when you go down,
Hey, I got the house with my swagger, hop in that window, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious, I look